I worked with rising film king John on a double male lead movie. His interview video went viral. The host asked, "I heard you're both alphas. Does kissing feel stressful?" He replied, "His waist might feel a little pressure, but he can handle it. Rumor has it you're childhood friends. You must know each other well. Any quirky habits to share?" He smiled. Sleeping on tables. And on the floor. The host grinned. "What does he like to eat?" He answered, "Anything I give him. He loves it." The host was stunned, the comments exploded, and I nearly lost it. Later, I went to confront him, but he pinned me against the table. "Am I wrong? Don't you love lying on tables? My name is Joshua, top-tier alpha. I don't want to inherit the family business or get locked into an arranged marriage, so I broke into the entertainment industry. Just as things started looking up, my nemesis John decided to stir things up. He's a top-tier Enigma, a wealthy heir, the family's chosen successor. Yet he insists on pretending to be an alpha, investing in and starring with me in a male lead movie. With his perfect looks, he quickly won over a massive fan base. Interviews non-stop, trending topics non-stop. And now, thanks to him, I'm trending again. See? I told you they're real. Double alpha perfection. But they're both alphas. Who's on top? Or do they switch? John's the real movie king, he's my pick. Nah, Joshua's better. I'm Team Joshua. The comment feed filled the entire screen. His interview was long, I couldn't even finish the first part. The host, "I heard you're both alphas. Does kissing feel stressful?" Her voice was sweet as sugar. He replied, "His waist might feel a little pressure, but he can handle it." The host asked, "What strengths does Joshua have as an actor?" John arched a brow and smiled. "He cries easily, especially in my arms." The comments exploded. I slammed the video shut and dialed his number through gritted teeth. "John, where are you right now? You coming over?" His voice on the other end was soft, almost weak. I snorted, "Send me your location." Moments later, a pin dropped. He was at a vacation villa. I stormed into his room, grabbed a cushion from the sofa, and hurled it at him. But something felt wrong. The air was thick with his pheromones, oppressively strong. "What's going on? Are you in heat?" I froze, about to back out, but he was faster. He shut the door and locked it. His eyes burned crimson as he stared me down. "Joshua, you walked in yourself. Don't blame me. Since you're here, don't leave tonight. I need you. Your heat's hitting you this hard. Why aren't you at a hospital? Where's your suppressant?" I spun around searching, but all I found were 2 empty vials of heavy-dose suppressant. He came closer, sweeping the table clear. "Suppressants? I've taken too many in the years you were gone. They don't work anymore. When an Enigma's in heat, everyone is prey." I tried to bolt, but he grabbed my wrist and shoved me onto the table. "That interview, was I wrong? Don't you love lying on tables? Look how perfect you fit." His pheromones pressed down on me, making it impossible to move. "I love you, Joshua. I've loved you since we were kids. You know that." His voice softened to a confession. "Don't you love me too? Help me, just like I helped you back then." The moment he mentioned the past, my temper flared. "You still dare bring that up? How did you trick me, John? You lied, said you were an Omega, and after we got engaged you forcibly marked me." I spat my rage at him. "Tricked you?" His gaze softened. He bent down and kissed me. "And I paid for it. I let you walk away for 3 years. But now, my patience is gone." He shrugged off his shirt, pheromones flooding the room. "Tonight, you choose. Let me mark you, or you mark me." His tone was gentle, but I heard the threat. I mustered all my strength, kicked him hard, and broke free, bolting for the door. I made it to the handle, only for him to drag me back into his arms. "Joshua, I miss you. Don't go." Sweat dripped from his forehead onto my neck. His pleading eyes glimmered, as if he might cry. "Damn it, he says I cry too easily, look at him now." I clenched my teeth and shut my eyes. "Just this once. Tomorrow morning I'm gone." He suddenly scooped me up, laying me across the cold table. A faint smile curled his lips. "Once? Fine. Just once." The icy surface, mixed with his pheromones, swallowed every shred of my consciousness. People shouldn't go soft-hearted. Soft-heartedness means losing, just like before. 3. John and I grew up together. Our relationship was close. I went through my differentiation early. I was a top-tier alpha. He was a late bloomer. Back then, he would climb into my bed every night to sleep beside me. "John, I've already differentiated. My pheromones are unstable. What if you turn out to be an Omega?" I was afraid I might lose control. Ever since my differentiation, I'd been having dreams of being tangled up with him. My thoughts toward the undifferentiated John were far from pure. I was holding back with everything I had, but he seemed completely oblivious. "We're so close. Sharing a bed's fine. I haven't differentiated yet, so don't worry. Besides, I wanna rub off some of your luck. His voice was soft and gentle. I frowned. Rub off what, exactly? He hugged me, nuzzling into my neck. Your good luck, so I can differentiate as an alpha like you. Not long after, he told me he'd differentiated into a top-tier Omega. You really became an Omega? I didn't believe it. He was taller than me, and his physical test results were even better than mine. Holding a medical report, he nodded seriously. Yeah, Omega. Isn't that what you like? Sake scent. He released his pheromones to prove it. They smelled of sake, intoxicating and smooth. But there was something off about them. Still, that scent hooked me. We soon got together. We were intimate, but he wouldn't let me mark him. He said, wait until we're married. Once our families arrange the engagement, we'll be together forever. After graduation, we got engaged quickly. That night, during his heat, his eyes burned crimson as he looked at me. Joshua, I want to mark you. You smell too good. John, what's wrong with you? For the first time, I was afraid of him. 4. The pheromones were overwhelming, not what an Omega should have at all. John was a wolf in disguise. He forced me down on the table, marking me with sharp, biting intensity. The moment an alpha is treated like an Omega, the searing pain and tearing fear made me panic. John, calm down. Let me go. He ripped my clothes. I tried to stand, but he shoved me back down by the shoulders. Joshua, you're my boyfriend. Shouldn't you help me through my heat? His head rubbed into my neck, clinging to me with desperate dependence. You lied. You're no Omega. With the last of my sanity, I said, we should take a break. He exploded instantly. No breakup. I won't let you leave me, not one step. Pinned to the table under his pheromones, I blacked out. When I came to, I was on his bed. My right shoulder was so numb I couldn't lift it. The moment I turned, I saw him lying next to me. Seeing me awake, he kissed me hard, biting until my lips bled. You're mine forever. From now on, every single day, you're mine. His overwhelming possessiveness, his need to suppress me, planted an idea in my head: escape. I left my family behind and entered the entertainment industry, trying to cut all ties with him. But now, I still can't get away. I really had forgotten how much it hurt. And the result? Awake? Your partner just stepped out to pay the bill. The doctor spoke as he changed my for when I opened my eyes. I didn't even have the strength to talk. My eyes shut again. An Enigma's heat really isn't something anyone can handle. I should have run. 5. John, you're a real bastard. Didn't you say just once? He kept me locked in his mountain apartment for 7 days, taking what he wanted over and over. My whole body reeked of his scent. He was like a venomous snake. Beautiful, but deadly. Sorry. I held back for 3 years. I lost control. He sat there with a pheromone patch on his neck, looking like an oversized puppy. Joshua, I shouldn't have lied about being an Omega. Will you forgive me? He hugged me, voice tender. Will you be my exclusive Omega? We could belong to each other. No, just this one time during your heat. Don't come to me again. I slapped my own face to stay sharp. I'm not ready to accept an Enigma. John lowered his head, eyes full of sorrow. All right, I'll listen. I won't bother you. That look of his somehow stirred guilt and pity in me. I must have lost my mind. After that, John didn't chase me anymore. But I still saw him in the news. Revealed, John talks about his favorite type of Omega. My hand clicked the notification almost instinctively. The article had no real content, but the top comment caught my eye. John's already engaged. Girls, stop dreaming. His fiancée's an alpha who just returned from overseas. An alpha from overseas? I stared at the comment, took a screenshot, and sent it to my family group. Find out who this person is. When did John get engaged again? Didn't he say he was only engaged to me? 3 years, and he already forgot. So much for sweet promises. Before I sent the message, I deleted it. I was the one who pushed John away. Digging into his life now would just make me look pathetic. Frustrated, I tossed my phone aside and rubbed my neck gland. The spot he'd bitten burned like boiling water. I tugged at my collar, opened a shopping app, and sent in John's photo. Order me a custom doll. Use this picture. Thanks. 6. Something was wrong with me. The spot John had bitten burned and itched constantly. I could catch his pheromone scent on the tip of my nose even when he wasn't around. Whenever he got close, that night we tangled together would flash through my mind. I tried to run from him. I turned down every business event he attended and rejected any investment projects connected to him. I found other investors on my own, trying to break free. What's wrong? Don't like the wine? Here, try this one. At a business reception, I was drinking with a few investors. Someone handed me a glass. Distracted, I downed it without thinking. A few omegas passed by deliberately slow, lingering near me, letting their pheromones seep out. "We can discuss funding for your new drama later," one of them said. A hand brushed against the back of mine. I stepped back in irritation, spilling wine. "Sorry, I'm not feeling well. I'll leave first." But when I turned to go, the door behind me clicked shut. My expression went cold. "Gabriel, what's this supposed to mean?" Gabriel, executive director of TR Entertainment, also an investor in my next show. He had influence, his position not low in the industry. "Alpha, beta, just a little fun. No one has to know. This is normal in the business. Sleep with me, and I'll give you a few omegas to play with. You won't lose out." He slowly came closer, unbuttoning his own shirt. "You drank our wine. Time to return the favor." The other investors closed in. I tried to fight, but my vision blurred. There was something in the drink. 7. Grinding my teeth, I grabbed a fork from the table and stabbed it into my own shoulder. My pheromones spiked violently, crushing the breath out of everyone in the room. Taking advantage of the chaos, I stumbled out, running blindly. I didn't know how far I ran before crashing into a familiar chest. "Joshua, what happened?" "John, why are you here?" I gripped his wrist and kissed him hard, lips trailing to his neck. "I need you. Help me. Get me out of here." His gaze shifted from excitement to silence to anger. "Why do you smell so filthy?" "You. Well, look who it is. Hand him over, John. We're just talking business." The investors had followed us out. Sweat dripped down my temples as I clutched John's hand tighter. "I can't hold on much longer. 5 minutes. Can you handle them? A bunch of nobodies. Not even worth my effort. I'll take you out of here." He swept me up with powerful arms, carrying me effortlessly. But the men kept coming. "John, don't be arrogant. In this industry, you'll regret it." John laughed, holding me even tighter. "Regret? Fine. Let's see who regrets it." He pressed a kiss to my lips, calming my pheromones, then carried me into a private room and shut the door. Before stepping out, he bit lightly at my neck gland. "Stay here. Be good." Even in my haze, I could feel his overwhelming pheromonal suppression. Bang! Outside, someone slammed hard against the wall, followed by cries of pain. You're an enigma." Their terrified voices bled through the door. An enigma, one in billions, with pheromones that dominate everyone around them. Then, silence. John pushed open the door, his aura finally calming as he reached me. "From today on, I'll be your patron, Joshua." His voice softened as he lifted me, brushing a kiss against my lips. The warmth of his pheromones made me dizzy. "Quick, take me to your room," I gasped. His eyes lit up. "All right." Carrying me outside, he glanced coldly at the men sprawled on the ground, barely conscious. "TR Group, huh? Get ready to file for bankruptcy." 8. John brought me back to his room. I headed straight for the shower, but he followed and pulled me back, wrapping my hand in his. "You're hurt. No water on this." Carefully, he dressed my wound, his focus unwavering. I stared at his face, throat tight, and couldn't resist pushing him against the wall, kissing him hard. Everything I'd been suppressing these days erupted all at once. Buzz. His phone rang. I stopped, nudging him back. "Your phone." He wasn't going to answer, but when he saw the name, his eyes changed. "Hello, Dad." Hearing him say Dad made my heart skip. John's father, a corporate titan, founder of SQ Entertainment, one of the world's top media empires. As the only heir, John had been kept under strict control. "Why didn't you go to the meeting? They've been waiting for you in the private room. The other party's a top alpha too, the young master of HT. Even if you're not interested, at least show some respect." The shouting on the other end was loud enough for me to hear. John was here, for a blind date. His voice was icy. I went. I met them. I refused. That's respect enough. If he wants to sit there alone, that's his problem. Then his eyes dropped to me. "Besides, I'm already engaged. I'm chasing someone right now, someone who ran. I don't want anyone else." Chasing? I didn't feel like he was chasing me at all. He hung up, lowering his head for a kiss. I turned my face aside. "So you were here on a date? No wonder you're dressed up. Who was it?" I glanced at his tailored suit with a snort. He shrugged out of it, wrapping his arms around my waist, pulling off my pheromone-soaked jacket. "And you, entertaining investors? You really have some nerve. This business is filthy. Without me protecting you, you'd be in pieces already. 2 days without me watching you, and you run into scum like that." He said a lot, but my head was foggy. I barely caught a word. I clutched his wrist. "Did you talk to him? How long?" He smiled near my ear. "What, jealous?" His scent overwhelmed me, sinking straight to my heart. I kissed his lips, finally admitting what I'd been holding back. "Yeah, I think I really am jealous." 9. John froze for a moment when he heard me, then moved more aggressively. Say that again. I trembled as I pressed closer to him, kissing the rolling line of his throat, tearing at his shirt, greedily inhaling his pheromones. John, I like you too. From the moment I started differentiating, I felt something for you. But I hate that you marked me without consent. The bathroom fog mixed with our pheromones. I pinned him against the wall. You should be the one under me, John. He laughed, leaning back against the wall, arms around my waist. Fine. I won't resist. Do as you please. The wine had been tampered with. My pheromones surged uncontrollably. The water in the shower was cold, but it couldn't extinguish the fire in my chest. I held him down, biting his neck, mixing his blood with my scent. But the enigma inside him was too strong. I couldn't control him. My consciousness blurred. When he carried me to the bed, I regained some awareness. I tried to run, but he pressed me back. Trying to run now might be too late. The whole night left my body aching from his relentless hold. When I woke, John was sitting at the desk beside the bed, a stock page open on his laptop. I lay there. You merged TR Entertainment? Yeah. Small company. Easy to handle. Gone now. He came over and kissed my lips lightly. I caught the scent of myself lingering on him. Raising an eyebrow, he smirked. You look this good. You need an alpha to take care of you. He lowered his head, smiling. So, marry me. I get to be spoiled by you every day. He kissed my neck. I want every one of your heat periods to be soothed by me, and I'll only soothe you. Be my exclusive Omega, okay? I stayed silent, shaking my head. I don't want you to have it too easy. I'll be chasing too. His expression fell instantly, and his pheromones surged, pressing down on me. The gland at the back of my neck swelled and burned. Heat rushed through me as if I were about to combust. I grabbed a pillow and slammed it at him. Control your pheromones. He huffed. You don't have to say yes now. You'll say yes eventually. I lowered my gaze, thinking, and finally muttered, why don't we just live together first? Would you agree? He kissed my lips. I've wanted that for a long time. He instructed someone to move my luggage into his apartment. I had my reasons for wanting to live with him. I still felt possessive when I looked at him, and my pheromones were still unstable. I needed his calming presence. 10. Living together meant we'd have more time to see each other. But in reality, we were both busy. The entertainment industry kept us on the move, attending countless events. Even living in the same apartment, our paths barely crossed. My heat period was coming soon, so I took time off deliberately. Ding! A message arrived. I thought it was John. It wasn't. Joshua, stay away from John. Along with the message came a photo of me lying on the sofa. A fan? A stalker? This was insane. My pheromones surged violently during my heat, and my emotions became unstable. I didn't go out and drew the curtains. Knock knock knock. The door rattled, and a sweet, cloying Omega scent drifted in. My pheromones flared at the stimulus. Is anyone here? I know you're inside. Mark me first, leave John alone. Joshua, I know you're in there. You're not suitable for our John. I'm in heat myself. Mark me, release our John. And there wasn't just one Omega outside. Disgusting. These Omegas were actually coming to the door, begging an alpha to mark them. I pushed myself off the sofa, struggling against the intensity of their scents while calling John. Hey, missed me, Joshua? John's voice carried a teasing lilt. I gasped, overwhelmed by the sugary Omega pheromones. I'm in heat, John. I know. I'll be home in 10 minutes to be with you. I staggered to the door, peering through the peephole. 7 or 8 Omegas waited outside. Should I let one in? Play with them first. He paused, voice cold. 10 minutes. Don't open the door. I smiled. Fine. 10 minutes. 10 minutes was enough. I could hold on. I also wanted to see who sent these Omegas and how they knew I was here. I flung the door open, letting their overwhelming pheromones hit me. 11. The Omegas outside jumped back in shock. Orchid, rose, and sandalwood scents filled my nose, all matching my own pheromones closely. Clearly, this wasn't random, it was meant to push me to the edge. I leaned against the door, staring at them. Who sent you? There must be a leader. Stimulating an Omega into heat without marking? You'll go mad. They edged closer. We're here voluntarily. We're giving you permission to mark us. Stay away from John. I snorted, tossing a gold card in front of them. 20 million. Say your names, then leave. They glanced at each other and bent down to pick up the card. Gabriel from TR Group, and the young master of the HT family. HT young master, the one John had the blind date with? He'd anticipated me before I could even go after him. I had a sense of the situation and casually threw a few inhibitors at them. Go. My comfort is returning. He has a bad temper. They seemed to understand immediately and left with the inhibitors. Once they were gone, I started counting. By the time I reached 100, I saw John's car. He was driving himself, with the driver in the passenger seat. He stopped, ran to me, and scooped me up. "Didn't I tell you not to leave?" I was sweating. His pheromones smelled amazing, sweeter than any omegas, intoxicating. I pulled him inside and kissed him desperately. "Don't worry, just a few omegas. We can handle them." I needed to know who tried to harm me so I could retaliate later. He wrapped me in his arms, releasing calming pheromones. "I'll take you to my estate. No one can get in there." I smiled. His estate was massive, isolated for miles. Even driving half an hour wouldn't take you out quickly. Once I moved in, it would be hard to leave. Planning to raise me like a little caged bird, he leaned down and bit my shoulder lightly. Willing. "Just you, my little caged bird." I didn't answer with words but kissed him. "Fine, but I decide when we move in." His pheromones enveloped me all night, easing the tension of my heat period. 12. After my heat period ended, I arranged a chat with Owen, the young master of the HT family. "So, you're Owen from HT?" He had graduated from a top foreign university, a high-ranking alpha, and had a promising future ahead. I was being considerate. I didn't tell John, didn't use my influence to pressure his family, just wanted to talk to him privately. He glanced at me, a hint of disdain on his face. "A thespian, chasing after an enigma, don't you feel ashamed? Marking a high-level omega wouldn't be better." He strutted like a proud peacock. I chuckled. "Have you met John? Then you should smell it. You can tell I carry his scent. I'm not the one clinging to him. He's the one clinging to me. And, little brother, you're not good enough for him." His face darkened with anger. He tried to suppress me with his pheromones. "He's mine. Only I am worthy of marrying him." I sipped my coffee, unfazed by his scent. Many liked John, and many were brash, but someone as foolish as Owen, trying to suppress me with pheromones, was rare. Not to mention, John's Enigma pheromones had already permeated me. Besides, I was a top-tier alpha. Ordinary pheromone suppression didn't faze me. "You want to get engaged to him? Have you even checked your pheromone compatibility with John?" I reminded him kindly. An Enigma's heat period, any normal alpha wouldn't stand a chance. My compatibility with him? 99%. Owen laughed, staring at me. "High compatibility or not, you're still lowly. You don't deserve him. Move out in one day, or I'll expose you." He pushed his phone toward me. Photos of me dining and drinking with several investors a few days ago. Getting roles by wine and charm, dishonorable. Once exposed, your acting career ends, Joshua. He smirked, confident he had the upper hand. I raised an eyebrow. "Expose me? Go ahead. Want me to provide you with data and names?" I added, teasing him. "Make sure to expose as many as possible. Otherwise, my PR team will suppress it. Won't be pretty for you." I needed an influential entertainment company to leak these industry secrets. If I did it myself, it could be spun as a rich heir orchestrating his own scandal. Having a third party do it made it look like I was the victim, and it pushed the public narrative to the top. 13. Early the next morning, my phone buzzed. A notification popped up. Film Emperor Joshua's backing, secretly the lover of XX. Top star John assaults someone at a luxury hotel. Morally corrupt. The news about John hitting someone shot to #1 on trending. I scoffed. Owen exposing me was one thing, but exposing John, that was foolish. He didn't even know John's identity. John's phone rang non-stop, and I answered one out of habit. "What's going on? Can your identity allow you to hit someone? If it gets out, just quit the industry and inherit the family business." His manager Isaac barked over the line. I cleared my throat. "I'm Joshua. This incident, it's because of me. That day, are you two together, sleeping together?" His excitement was clear. I frowned and admitted it bluntly. "Yes, we live together. He's bathing right now." Beep beep beep. The call ended before I could finish. Then Isaac's social feed popped up. "Peaceful days, dreaming of a paid vacation, yay yay yay." What was he so happy about? After the call, I waited for public opinion to stir. I quickly uploaded audio from that night in the private room. Producers insulting me, my responses, captured on video. This was the experience I had gained over the years in the industry, now perfectly timed. Soon, the public narrative shifted. I added a crying emoji and wrote a small heartfelt note. John came out of the shower, water still dripping from his hair. He took my phone and glanced at it. "When did you get so mischievous? HT stocks might drop hard." I just revealed facts to prevent more people from being hurt. I was thinking about how to expose this, but they exposed themselves first. Too bad your blind date ended up being the victim of this public uproar. He revealed me and John to the center of public attention. When people realized it was a misunderstanding, HT Entertainment faced a major scandal. I gained respect and sympathy from the entire internet. John was praised as well. 14. HT's stock hitting the limit down was expected. Before I could act, John had already moved. What's going on? At least let me practice too, I complained, watching the falling numbers on the stock market. He chuckled lightly. Next time, I'll let you practice. I lay across his legs. John, why are you so good to me? Because I like you. I love you. I only want to possess you. I smiled and kissed him, then lay in his arms and fell asleep. The young master from HT approached again, asking me to persuade John not to attack HT. Don't worry, he's just playing around, not actually trying to take over, I reassured him, patting the alpha on the shoulder. You just came back from abroad, be careful. Not everyone is as kind as us. He nodded, still puzzled. If you two like each other, why not get married? I tilted my head at Owen. Because he's running a full chase for his future wife. Little guy, when you mess up in youth, you pay for it later. Otherwise, when we're old, John would still think I'm easy to catch. Ding! A message popped up from John's father. I hadn't expected him to reach out. He was a commanding alpha. I had always respected him. I wanted to talk with you today about the possibility of an arranged engagement. Rest assured, we won't interfere with your career afterward, he explained carefully. Uncle, I've thought about it seriously. I loved John, but I couldn't agree so quickly. After being deceived back then, forcibly marked without consent, it took time to process. He continued, explaining the engagement day. John was in an elevated state. His Enigma identity made him highly sensitive. He felt guilty that his pheromones might harm others and even considered self-harm. We had to use strong inhibitors, which were very harsh on his body. That day, we hid his medicine, thinking you two were meant to be. It shouldn't have been a problem, but we didn't expect you to leave. I nodded, understanding. I get it. After speaking with John's father, I sent John a few words on the way home. Official announcement, say you're chasing me. No reply came. I frowned, about to send a question mark, when a message popped up. John had posted a photo of our hands holding each other. Another photo of a ring. He captioned it, even listing my photos separately. I'm engaged, with him, for life. Only him. I stared blankly. I had wanted him to announce that we were together, but he had jumped straight to announcing our engagement. No complaints, just a silent thumbs up. Still counts as an official announcement. 15. After the engagement announcement, the trending news exploded. John's and my identities were exposed. Double film emperors announce marriage. Regret or blessing? Film emperor revealed as rare Enigma. Wealthy heir enters entertainment industry to chase his wife. The news was all about John and me. John, your traffic is so high, don't regret leaving the industry? I nestled in his arms, reading fan comments one by one, all lamenting his withdrawal. After his identity was exposed, he had retired from the industry. I didn't want the exhausting family inheritance. Staying in entertainment with him protecting me was much safer. He lifted me, kissing my neck. From now on, I'll be your patron. His scent was intoxicating. I hugged him, kissing him back. How can you smell so good? It annoyed me. Even though my heat had ended recently, I still depended on him heavily. He nuzzled my neck. High dependence on me, isn't that good? Still, I felt uneasy and went for a checkup. The results shocked me. You mean, I'm pregnant? The doctor adjusted his glasses, incredulous. You are a top alpha, yes, but the test results don't lie. I took the report. Thank you, my spouse is an enigma. Because of my unstable condition, I needed John's pheromones for reassurance. After some struggle, I decided to step back from the entertainment industry for a while. John, newly appointed director of the family conglomerate, attended a press conference. I watched the live broadcast, curious. Can you reveal when Joshua will return? A reporter asked. All questions were about our personal life. John smiled. He's not returning. We're preparing for our child. I nearly choked on my own saliva. He had just revealed it so openly. After the announcement, my phone blew up. The family chat was full of messages. Son, you have a kid. Alpha can have children. Come back and explain. Wow, I didn't expect to see you with a kid you fathered. So interesting. I sighed. After the broadcast, I called John. When are you coming back? I need pheromone comfort. He chuckled softly. I'm back, wife.